Yeah.
the Gragas here instead.
Maybe they believe they have some new picks to go against that Ziggs and counter it. Who
Okay.
knows?
Yeah.
Maybe they just built wrong for it, but we'll see. At the end of the day, it's all down to how they play and how they rock with what they got.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Gragas is just an exceptional pick. I talked
yep.
about it in the last draft. It can literally go in every single role.
Hmm.
It couldn't really in the last game, but like Senna, it can go ADC. It can play support. It can play mid. It can play jungle. It can play Baron. So Gragas first pick in competitive, it's magical. I think it's basically the only champion that can go to every single role.
So you're saying
Um,
Gragas is magical?
yeah,
I love to hear it.
yeah, he's very magical.
We heard it
Um,
here. So yes, and then
when
like you said, there it is.
Yeah,
The
so they're
Varus.
gonna they're Dienzio kind of showing off his prowess here. The Varus should be going into the dragon lane, but the thing that might be a bit of a shocker, in like some really high elo 5 stacks, Varus is actually an incredible jungler. So that would be a little shocking, but there is still the flex potential there. He just has like the biggest smite
Yeah.
in the whole game, with
I've
his like empowered W.
I've never seen Varus jungle, but I saw a Leona jungle in the tournament, so anything is
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say it.
I think the Varus jungle can work too, just because you have 4 competent people in front of you. Like
Yeah.
in a ranked environment, like playing an ADC jungle is like really scary because like how do you walk to an objective? But yeah, I think it's going bot. I just want to mention that Varus jungle
Yeah.
is technically a thing.
A lot of
Um,
backline junglers are good. That's why Twitch is absolutely disgusting. If your team can
uh,
build the front line without you,
yeah.
it's
Um,
it's great.
we've had a couple more picks here. So the Renekton is most likely going top. Could be flex mid. Cosmic Soul does play mid Renekton. Jace, jungle or mid probably. I expect the Karma now to go into the support role, but once again could be a mid laner. A lot of potential flex picks. Pike, we're gonna see Jackie playing that again, I believe. And then the Vi ban here from the red team, banning out some junglers. Limiting the jungle pool here for the blue team.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good ban. It's a good engaged jungler you want to ban. And then we see the Akali getting banned on the blue side. They don't want those assassins anymore. They were horrified of that Zed, so they don't want Akali either. And then red team banning another jungler. So they're assuming this Gragas or Jace isn't a jungle player because they're banning the Vi and the Gwen. Both great picks. Gwen is an absolute beast late game, especially if she gets her gold up right. Yeah.
Scales incredibly well. I think that this might be Twitch jungle.
I think it might be too. We were just talking about it.
Just talking about it. Absolute menace in the late game. It's actually like I started a Smurf account just to play Twitch jungle. And it's just so fun. It's so different from like most junglers because like I literally do one buff and then I gank. I don't even do 2 camps. I do a single buff and then I gank. It's ratty. It's ratty, and I love to be a rat. They swapped to the Jarvan, so we might not get to see this Twitch.
Okay.
Little less exciting. But
well, exciting for us, but not exciting for blue team. I know blue team did not want to see that Twitch.
Very true. We've seen some updates to Jarvan in the most recent patch now. His passive
did come out.
Yeah, his passive was reduced, so his clear speed's up. And then inside the ult itself, you actually get damage reduction from anyone who is in there. Quick little tidbit, when that patch released, for a day, he got disabled in ranked because his ult wasn't doing any damage. So for a day on release, if you played Jarvan, your ult wasn't doing damage. So, that hasn't really happened in Wild Rift before, so really funny bug. Blue team though, what have we picked here?
We got the Rakan and the Echo for blue team. So we got that little. It's not an assassin with Rakan, but he's not a tank either. He's a dip and poke, a dip. It goes in and then he dips basically. He's got the CC and he runs right out with that. And then we got the Echo, the AP assassin himself. So it's looking less tank on blue side because. I don't know why, but less tank and more damage. A lot more damage on blue sides. And this
See
almost
it.
the same with red teams. They're less tank and more damage. Everyone's gotten more damage.
Who's playing Dragon for who's playing in the Dragon lane for the blue team?
For the blue team, it
looking
could
like
be that
it's-
Karma APC.
Yeah, I mean the Gragas was the AD player from the last game, so
Yeah.
I think it might be Karma Rakan bot lane, Gragas top. That makes kind of the most sense to me. Oh, it
Yeah,
looks
it
like
could.
they're in the correct order. So
It
it
might
looks like
be
we're
that,
getting the
yeah.
Gragas top. Oh no, the Gragas was the Jax from last game. I apologize. So we're gonna get the APC. I like that a lot in the current meta and competitive. It's just so nice to be able to leave your Dragon laner in the bot lane. And then that enables your support to be able to roam. Because
Yeah.
the APCs can't get died nearly as easily because of their early wave clear versus the ADCs. We're
But-
jumping into this. Yep.
No, but Varus does have that poke. He doesn't
Yeah.
have to go in. He can just poke that Karma out. Karma does have the shield, but it takes a while because she has to be able to go through her abilities to be able to proc that shield.
The game with the Jarvan Renekton frontline. Big matchup that we need to see here though is the Jace kind of taking the early game versus Kassadin. Very weak, exact opposite curves. Kassadin scaling massively, Jace falls
There it
off.
is.
So
There it is, right from the beginning, trying to poke that Kassadin out of this game. Jace is gonna try his darndest to get Kassadin not online because Jace is great in the lane space.
yeah,
Look at this poke being done. Oh, we're gonna hear. Yeah, we're gonna hear first strike go off the entire game. We got 3 people on blue team with the first strike enchantment. I am sick in my stomach. I know I'm going to hear that stupid noise go off this entire time. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
One thing to note though, I talked about the Jace having a very strong early game versus Kassadin, but it's the reverse in the jungle. The Jarvan incredibly strong early, and the Echo basically is a melee minion until he gets his ult. Very slow clear too. You see Echo still working on his camp, and Jarvan's now on his 4th camp.
We'll see what they do out of that. If Echo does land a nasty little bubble, it could change, even though, he's not that strong. A nice bubble with a good stun. He takes a lot of damage in there and stuns them. So it all depends on how they play these matchups and how well they play these games, because that's exactly what it's required. And there it is. Look at that. We see Jarvan going up mid, looking for a gank on this Jace, having to protect this Kassadin. Jace is so low. He does the little knock. Look at Echo coming in. There's the W that I was talking about. Nothing happens. We saw a flash, I believe, from Kassadin to avoid that. And exhaust. You're gonna get this kill. He's too low. He's gonna smite the scuttle. Smite the scuttle. There you go. He's still got. Oh,
Takes out Academy. Renekton has rotated. Gonna flash.
And he's gonna flash for it. They're gonna
Ignite.
get it. There's the double kill by red team. Real quick, a lot of flashes being used. The exhaust, the ignite on this Renekton, so much being used, and they got the double kill. They played it good. They played it smart. Echo thinking he can go back in to save his Jace, but it was not enough. He is too weak early. Now they're gonna get Scuttle and 2 kills.
They got the blue buff too. They got the blue buff versus this Echo. So his clear. Not only is he not going to get a single scuttle this game, but he's also lost his blue buff. Jarvan ult goes out. Jace does not have flash.
Oh my god, Jarvan has ult already. It is going to be a nasty early game by this Jarvan. 700 gold
lead. Yeah.
Yep.
For the team.
And I saw that Jace trying to steal that scuttle. It would have been huge, but Jarvan body blocked it, and it was smart. It was very, very smart. Alright. Now we're going
Kassadin is already out leveling the Jace here. That's something you do not want to see ever.
No.
This scaling Kassadin ahead of your mid laner. That scuffle at the excited to see him carry here.
Now, Kassadin reminds me of Vlad almost, the way that they build. You get that Rod of Ages, you want the health, you want the AP, you build that up, and then you're an assassin. You're an assassin for the rest of the game with how much AP you do.
Alright, we got 20 seconds here. Till Dragon. It looks like Jarvan was able to pick up one more kill.
Good flash by that Gragas, getting out of that Jarvan ult, and now a nice little W. Jarvan doesn't have anything to escape. Nope, never mind. His E came back online. He's gone, but Rift Arrow's up. We see on the top left corner of our screen, Pyke, Jarvan, even Varus is coming up for this Rift Arrow. They want it. They know they want that gold. They want to outscale this team in the early game. They don't care about this dragon, and they're starting it, and they get the kill instantly on this Karma, who also rotated. Poor Karma getting caught. She rotated
down
for
his
that.
ult too.
Yeah.
Can't do much here. Jarvan
Not
doesn't
much.
have the ult here. Pyke looks the ult
Pyke.
in.
He gets the ult. Gragas with the nice ult, but Pyke is still alive. He has to waste so much to kill him. He gets the kill, but now he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's nowhere to go. Nice
They're
little
so
poke by
low,
this Jace. Oh, they
Knock
get
out
the
from
kill
the
on
Rakan.
Gragas. But Jace gets another kill. Oh, but there's not much you can do.
There's
Look at
all
that
he's rotated.
damage.
He's here.
Oh my god, the Varus poke is absolutely nutter butters. They get another kill on this Rakan. Nothing can be done. He didn't even land a
How goes HP with that Varus Q?
Oh
my gosh. This Varus with the Essence Reaver, it's a build that's like
insane.
starting to get popularized. So much damage here. But while all this was going on, both teams are contesting Rift Herald. Kassadin gets a free tower in the bot lane.
Wow.
I mean, if there's a champ I don't want plates on, it's the enemy Kassadin, you know?
Wow.
They're gonna now have 4, maybe 5. It looks like Kassadin and Jace are heading to the bot lane. Jace is all the way down here. They're gonna see him on vision. They know top lane's a 5v4. Blue team cannot fight this.
There's nothing. They can't contest.
Think?
Karma
Yeah, they can.
Absolutely getting deleted.
Pyke
Gone
ult
from the
comes
face
out.
of this earth. Another Pyke ult. Look at this Varus damage. Look at this poke. Rakan with a nice little charm on 4 people, but there's no one to follow up. Absolutely nothing can be done. Pyke with the triple kill on the Echo, on the Rakan. Echo does get a quick kill on the Varus, but I mean, they didn't get Rift Herald. They didn't get anything but that quick kill, and another tower gone before 7 minutes and 30 seconds. They get the armor gold, they get the turret gold, and they're gonna take a tier 2, it looks like, real quick. Oh my god, the amount of gold that you get from these towers is too much. Look at this, a 10k gold difference now in 7 minutes. It's just too much in the early game. That Rift Herald is being prioritized so much in this because it's a necessity.
Yeah, I mean, consolation prize of that Varus. Jace did get a few plates in the bot lane, but I mean, with the Jace deciding that he needs to pick up the wave in the bot lane, but in the meantime, Pyke goes in, gets knocked up, has no dash away. Play of Fish is very low as well.
Pyke goes down. He can't ult anybody right now. They have no execute, so this is something that they could come back from, actually.
Gragas gets away with
by the Jarvan. Oh my god, the kill on the Rakan. He goes down. Now they have no CC. Oh my goodness! The ult by the Kassadin, catching 2 people, ulting another person. Varus getting a kill, Kassadin getting a kill, and they're gonna chase this Karma to the ends of the earth, and she goes down as well. Jace is just...
Jarvan was able to secure that dragon, because he was able to barely live by smiting and getting out. He's trading top lane here. Not much a Jace can do against a Renekton adult. But Jarvan was able to secure that dragon with his Cataclysm. Because he actually had to flash smite away just to live earlier in that fight. They secure the dragon. They secure 4 more kills. And Jace follows soon after.
The combo on this Pyke into this Renekton stun to absolutely decimate the Jace. Jace goes down, but they do get the Renekton at the same time. But Pyke slips away like the slippery man he is. He's like an eel, taking kills, getting what he can, and dipping.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you do see this gold right here. Kassadin has more gold than everyone on their team. Almost 1,000 more than even the Jace. This is really scary spot for the blue team.
Jace has been split pushing this entire game, just farming the gold that he can. Look, another wave dash by the Jarvan. He comes out, but he is able to slip away the Jarvan. Oh, but he still goes down. Echo still dying, even though he flashed away. Pyke doing so much damage, dipping, getting all his health back. He's back to 3/4 health. He goes in again with another ult on the Jace. It doesn't make sense. It's not fair. Oh my god.
Pick off as well.
Varus with so much attack, auto attack speed, doing 400 damage in auto attack. This is not AP Varus. This is AD Varus. This is the beast that we see that is AD Varus. Absolutely disgusting in the backline. Trying to poke, do whatever he can. They're gonna go for this. Look at this. Pyke is
they're just toying with their food at this point.
Pyke is so annoying. Oh my goodness. I should have.
Hitman, he's alone here. There's 5 people around him. I think he still makes it out. That's how far ahead they are.
There's not enough damage. Look at this. He still has full health. His ult, the amount of lifesteal he gets from that with the damage he does. They're going in. Echo with the little W, not going in. He is afraid for his life. I would be too. Varus with another poke. There it is again. Oh my goodness. Karma trying to see if she can catch someone and instead gets caught herself. The hunter becomes the hunted. I don't think they were the
picks
hunter.
up his own solo cure here onto the Jace. I mean, what do you do against this team? You know, that whole entire time, Cassidy was just split pushing the side lane, getting his own gold. Another kill here from Jackie on the Pyke. My gosh. They look to go in. Jarvan gets the flag and drag. The Pyke finishes him off.
Pyke with another kill. They're just showing off at this point, showing off how far they can move in such little time. Their 0 to 60 speed is 1 second. It's absolutely nuts. Jace with a nice little poke. He's going for the double.
Jarvan's able to flash out. He dies.
God.
I mean, absolute domination here from the red team. We're at 21,000 gold at 11 minutes.
They are limit testing.
We take out the Jarvan.
They're limit testing right now.
Falls afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're gonna get.
We're looking at 2,000 gold a minute. I mean, that goes up in 26. The rest of the team should be up here though. Cassidy's gonna look to finish off this last inhib, but the Enzio gets knocked up, gets the charm. Renekton also in the charm here too. There's all comes down.
There's no lifesteal. Oh, okay. There's not much you can do when you don't have anti-heal. You have no anti-heal. Okay. Renekton. Oh my goodness. Look at Pyke. Look at that movement speed. Look at the damage on 1Q. He didn't even hold it. Oh, but maybe. Is this the time? Yes, it is. He finally goes down the second time. First time was to Nexus. Doesn't count. But this time, he was caught just a little too deep. Renekton goes down. Pyke goes down. But again, 20,000 gold difference. Not much can be done. They are limit testing right now. They're just trying to see how many kills they can get and how deep they can go in for them. They're gonna go. Look at this. Jarvan is
12 minutes now, so they're looking to maybe start up this Baron, just close this game out with one objective.
Inferno Dragon is up in 2 seconds, so maybe they switch up. They don't want this Baron anymore. I mean, it's 20,000 gold difference. Dragon doesn't make any sense. You have 2 inhibs.
Yeah.
You have 2 inhibs.
Closing this out with the Baron's probably the easiest, but the only thing is, it's probably one of the few ways you could potentially lose. Cassidy doesn't dash away. And dash to the side. Is able to get it. I mean, look at all the items he has. He's infinite mana. He can ult forever. Echo falls. I mean, I don't even know if he's turned for the Baron here. We just look to end. 13 minutes, 2 inhibs down, 20,000+ gold lead.
Pyke looking for the poke.
Can't miss these hooks. He's got
He did not miss it. They got it, and they get the Gragas from half health to 0 health in the span of 0.01 seconds. Another stun on this Karma going down, and so does Rakan. It's looking like it's an end right here. Oh man, they played that
Cataclysm engaged from that Jarvan. I mean, when that ult goes out, like, what do you even do? Doing less damage now. You got the Cassin follow up, that Pyke follow up, the Varus all the way from the back off screen. I mean, beautiful comp here, executed nearly perfectly from the red team. Only having 9 deaths here in this 13-minute game. Really well played from the MohLIEVERS. Yeah, I mean,
13,000 golds in 13 minutes.
Yep.
As a Cassidy.
Yeah, as a scaling champ. I mean, I just want to point out what a monster character Varus is. I don't know why. He's only been buffed in the past several months. He built 3 different types of items. He built a crit item, a pen item, and an AP item. And it works, right? Because that champion is so overtuned, I swear. Especially in competitive play. Enzio did his research. Blazeskin talked about it a little bit too. The Ziggs, we talked about it in our pregame show together. The Ziggs and the Varus, they're like pick banned in China, and I think Enzio is really showing off, like how it's like a sleeper pick where like it just lets Jackie be all over the map. Like, what are you gonna do when Varus doesn't need any help? So.
Yeah, and they had nothing to stop. They have the Rakan, but Rakan has to help where the Pyke goes. So now you're stuck with the Karma versus a Varus, and that's not a good matchup. You don't win that matchup as a Karma. Unless you go all in and you build combo damage as Karma, you're not taking down that Varus. They needed help. They needed to shut down someone, and they simply couldn't in the early game. There was no There was no focus on a single person to shut down. You know, Jace was trying his hardest, especially in the early game, but then
Yeah.
Jarvan comes in, kills him, then and Cassidy gets another kill, and then they get 2 kills to their to red team's nothing. You know, they prioritized very, very well, and I think blue team just couldn't find who they wanted to focus and shut down in the early game, and they couldn't shut down.
Yeah, I think Team Mustache, like I think they have a lot of promise, but there is a big difference between competitive and ranked, and I think the Echo made another pretty big he's the Zins out in the last game, pretty
Hmm.
big ranked problem where he really wanted a scuttle, but he's Echo into Jarvan, and so he crosses mid, shows the Jarvan which scuttle he wants to go on.